My name is Tanjanika. My friends and clients call me Tangy, and I'm the proud Global Sports Initiative and World Cup lead for the Atlanta Black Chamber. Here's what we know. This is the largest game in the history of all games. 26 billion eyeballs will be on this game. Economic revenue forecast, the real number is $11 billion. Okay? Atlanta is scheduled to take home $2 billion of those. Everything will happen at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the first time 3 North American nations are hosting this event. This is Canada's first time. This is United States' second time. This is Mexico's third time. Those 3 countries will be hosting the World Cup in 16 cities. And what's going to happen is 48 countries are going to come to those 16 cities. The 48 countries that are coming are broken down into regions. And so the regions are important because who you want to do business with? Do you want to do it with Asia? Do you want to do business with Africa? What about North and Central America or the Caribbean? What about South America or Oceania or Europe? They're all coming to the United States, ladies and gentlemen. How prepared are you to do business with them? That's the question you need to ask yourself. The 48 teams that are coming, they're playing in 104 matches. And not to insult anyone's intelligence, but a match is equivalent to what we would call a game. So the 104 games or matches will be played in 16 cities. The 16 cities are 2 in Canada, Toronto and Vancouver. It is 3 in Mexico, Guadalajara, Monterrey, and Mexico City. Mexico City is where the opener is going to be. And then in the United States, you have Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, LA, Miami, New York, New Jersey, Philly, San Francisco, and Seattle. Atlanta is hosting the semifinal. Atlanta and Dallas. The final will be in New York, okay? So they're broken down into East, West, Central because they didn't want somebody from the West in LA having to do a game in East or in whatever. So they're broken down into regions. So the games will be played within those regions, okay? So if you have connections of leadership in any of those cities, we want to talk to you. See me and my team afterwards, okay? Now, a lot is unknown about FIFA. I was on a call where FIFA is still hiring for stuff okay. So we don't know because we don't know for real. So, but the information that we do have, we just got, like literally this month, we found out the dates for the World Cup. Now the World Cup is in 2026. Raise your hand if you've heard of the Club World Cup. Unacceptable. Do we see this? Half the room doesn't know. The Club World Cup is happening in 2025. That is this year, ladies and gentlemen. That's tomorrow, basically, okay? So what's going to happen is the World Cup is 8 matches at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Each match is equivalent to a Super Bowl. So imagine 8 Super Bowls in 1 month at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Chaos, okay, if we don't get this right. Okay, so this is what we know. The dates for the World Cup just came out. June 15th, 18th, 21st, 24th, 27th, July 1st, 7th, and July 15th. July 15th is a semifinal. But before that, we have the Club World Cup. June 16th, June 19th, June 22nd, 29th, July 1st, and July 5th. It's happening this year in a few months. Again, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 6 matches that time, okay? What we know is that England, Mexico, Portugal, and United Arab Emirates is coming here. Those countries will be here. How will you service them? Do you want to bring them our culture, Atlanta, or do you want to work around what they're doing? I've been to Dubai several times. Their culture is different, okay? It screams luxury, but it also screams conservative. There's different things you need to know about these countries. How are you going to service them, and how are you going to benefit from the opportunities of these countries coming here? That's what you need to ask yourself. So we need to talk about planning. How do you even plan for something like this? What do you do? How do you move forward? We're going to tell you, because that's what my team is for, okay? This is what we know now. Like, where are we in the process right now? Currently, FIFA is asking for expressions of interest. What does that mean? That means they want companies that are specializing in all of these things right now. If you do audio, if you do long-term stays, if you have corporate apartments that are fully furnished or Airbnbs, talk to me. Talk to my team afterwards, okay? Cabins, modular buildings, carpentry, concrete barriers, containers, containment and cable management, custom millwork. So if you can make desks, partitions, if you can make stuff that's indestructible, especially against a massive, large crowd, that is helpful. Containment, drapes, engineering services, fencing, floor covering, general contracting services, ground transportation, health and safety planning management. People come in here with dialysis. They come in here on diabetes. They come in here, need wheelchairs. They need canes. They need everything, literally everything. Heavy equipment, HVAC, HVM barriers, crash-rated barriers. Because we saw what happened in Louisiana, New Orleans, correct? So we need those things. Life safety equipment, lighting protection, and media. If you can expedite services for them, they need your help. If you can expedite permits, they need your help. If you can expedite visas, they really need your help. So you can go straight to this by using this QR code. All right. So FIFA is also asking for 700 plus volunteers for Atlanta. I don't know what y'all gonna do with that information, but I'm just giving it to you, okay? 700 volunteers if you want to be on the inside and you just want to know what's going on, or if you want to just be like a spook who sat by the door and be like, oh, okay, this is what they doing, this is how they putting on stuff. That's an option as well, okay? So you gotta be 18 and up, you gotta pass a background check, and you gotta speak English, but if you are multilingual, stand up. Stand up for yourself, okay? Because this is your time, this is your moment to shine. Now, I want you guys to know about rules and regulations. That's really, really, really important. Aaron talked about it a little bit this morning, but that copyright and trademark is the most valuable thing FIFA has. The soccer is great, but their branding is so powerful and special to them, okay? They will not play about World Cup, FIFA, any type of iteration of those words. They don't want you to use that, but I wanted to give you the rules that they have for their branding, so you can see what you can use and what you can do. I think that's super important. Now that's FIFA. Let's talk about some of the things that you might need to worry about when it comes to this massive game, basically, this match. These are some of the challenges and solutions that my team and I came up with that will help you get through. If you start thinking about these things now, currently visas are 300 to 500 days behind. We're less than 500 days away from the World Cup in 2026, and it's going to take you that long from some countries to get a visa to enter. FIFA is asking for 500,000 visas on their own. They're bringing everybody with them, coaches, teams, families, etc. They need 500,000 visas just to function as an organization. So imagine what's going to happen to your application if you put it in late or not, or don't put it in at all. Aaron and Amber talked about security, the perimeter that's going to happen. There will be a 40% reduction in parking spaces everywhere, especially around the Dome, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, because of security. They are not, one of the games, the fans bum rushed and knocked over the barricades, got in, some of them didn't have tickets because they didn't have proper security and parameters in place. Everybody looked at that example and said that will not be us. So that's what where that perimeter is coming from. That 3-mile perimeter around Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to be real. City of Atlanta permits, I mean, good luck. I don't know. You should get it. If you should definitely start applying immediately for your City of Atlanta permits. It's going to be necessary if you want to do business with FIFA. And then you need to worry about the fees that might be associated with everything. Inventory, parking, warehouse space, etc. There's going to be fees for everything. So that's one of the things that you probably should worry about. But those are the challenges and solutions, because there's solutions to everything, because we're talking about it early. We're talking about it now. So if you get on these things right now and start researching and learning more about it, these shouldn't be, obstacles in your way. Now, let's talk about the opportunities though, because that's the part I want to get to. Because, oh my God, the money. It's the money that's coming. It's the money that's coming, y'all. I'm so excited. You don't even know, because this is literally generational wealth opportunities. We're not going to get this no more. I promise you. I'm not even joking or exaggerating. These are the type of events that, my grandmama was part of FIFA in Atlanta. And she built an estate, a castle. We got trust funds. We got this, we got that. Yeah, my grandma, this is where it happens. This the part that's going to happen. Atlanta influences everything. So our culture needs to be on display. Do not apologize for being who we are. Okay? No one else is. They're going to bring their culture here and we're going to respect it, but we are who we are. Okay? So the culture is going to benefit off of this. Tech, Atlanta is clearly a tech hub. Why are we not being innovative and making sure that people, have updated something? I don't know. I don't care. Just do something with tech. Okay? LA burned down. LA's almost gone, so the film industry is wide open. I didn't mean to sound insensitive, but we just bulldozing through. That's it. That's all. So the film industry is literally wide open, and the opportunities are endless here. If you're in film, start recording right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the moment. You're at the beginning. Hospitality, 70% of the revenue is coming from hospitality. Hotels, transportation, hotels and any of those things, catering, food, all of that stuff, hospitality is going to be the bulk of the money that is going to be made for the city of Atlanta. And again, advertising, I was just talking to a gentleman outside, advertising is going to be huge. I would buy advertising now. It is going to double, triple, quadruple by the time it comes around. And some people don't know what's happening. So purchase it while it's cheap. And then you can resell it. You can do whatever you need to do to make more money on the back end, okay? Adult, listen. Yeah, I love a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise you, the adult industry is part of our culture. So make sure they ain't left out. Where the money resides, okay? Nightlife makes up a big portion of our revenue. Our GDP for Atlanta is mostly nightlife. Healthcare, in-home healthcare, child daycare, pet care. I don't care what you do in healthcare, just do something. Transportation, everybody got to get somewhere, okay? So whether it's from the airport, whether it's to their Airbnb, whether it's to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and on back roads and routes and all that stuff to get there, to help them, make it easier on them, you're going to make more money. And music, we're Atlanta, so music is just understood, and I love that for us. So those are real opportunities for growth. And I haven't even talked about multilingual stuff. I haven't even talked about, there's so many opportunities. And I don't care if you pick people's eyelashes for a living. There is a need for you at the World Cup, okay? People are looking for everything when it comes to this. So that's a lot, but these are the opportunities that we have. So I know some of you, maybe not all of you, I see you soaking it up and I see you attentive, I see you paying attention. So I know this might be overwhelming. So I'm gonna give you 3 things to focus on. If you focus on these 3 things, I think you'll come out winning, because that's what my team and I are doing. That's what Atlanta Black Chamber is doing. And so we're gonna focus on community, we're gonna focus on legacy, and we're gonna focus on economic impact. I figure if we focus on these 3 things, because ain't no FIFA without the fans. So that's community. They coming and they don't play. When I tell you, you think they ain't gonna show up, they showing up. They are coming because that is their thing. It's called sports tourism. People wrap their whole vacation around FIFA, you know? So this is going to be a big thing. Every host city has a fan fest. Our fan fest will be in Centennial Olympic Park. In 2026, it will be the 30th anniversary of the Olympics in Centennial Olympic Park. It's such a big deal. Don't you get chills? It's such a big deal. I thought it was so appropriate. I feel like we gotta just show out for no reason, if nothing else for that, you know? So I really want y'all to understand you can do so many things, whether it is Olympics in FIFA, or Olympics in soccer, whatever you wanna do around both those things will be nostalgic to ATLians and to the world when they come here. Some people now don't even know about it, so it's an opportunity to educate them as well. Legacy. It is 42 days. But then what? What happens after that? That's it? No. Centennial Olympic Park was built 30 years ago, and it is still standing. What is our legacy going to be? And the economic impact, everybody knows how much money is coming. And if you don't know, again, we are estimated to bring in $2 billion from this one game. Atlanta, I ain't talking about no other host city, I'm talking about Atlanta bringing in $2 billion. We're gonna do that for 4 reasons. Number one, we have a walkable downtown. Our downtown is amazing. People can eat, they can socialize, they can go do events, they can do whatever they need to in Atlanta downtown. We also have the transportation infrastructure to support it. MARTA is building new lanes. They're changing up their route schedules. They're doing things just to accommodate those people that are coming here. And when I say those people, we're looking at about 2 million people for real. Zero exaggeration. And so the walkable downtown, the transportation infrastructure, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is really a state-of-the-art facility. It's one of the best in the country, if not the world. So people will come here just to go to the stadium. And the last reason, ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress this enough. Atlanta Hartsfield Airport is the world's busiest airport. We are within 2 hours of 80% of the United States. Atlanta is within 2-hour flight of 80% of the United States. It's a huge deal. People will get here and they will come. So those 3 things, if you focus on that, I can almost assure you, you're gonna come out some type of winner, you know? And the scale and how much effort you put forth in it is gonna determine the results that come back from it, okay? So I wanna ask you as I close, because, you know, we're right on time, we're doing really great with time. I really wanna ask you, is this a moment or a movement for you? Which one is it? Because you can't say you don't know. You in this room. You partner with the Atlanta Black Chamber now. And if you haven't joined the chamber, I highly suggest you do, because we own it. My team knows exactly what's going on. So I think you need to tell yourself, or need to ask yourself, is this a moment for us or is this a movement? Because this is the next iteration of Atlanta. I truly believe that. I think Centennial Olympic Park was that first one, but this is out of there. This is totally different. This is bigger, and this is in our lifetime. Okay, so with that, this is how you contact us, and this is how you can make sure you stay in touch. I'm so excited that y'all are here.
In terms of like the children, what is going to be happening in terms of like, are they going to have like an area for kids activities? Because people will be bringing their families.
That's a great question, Wendy. So the presentation that I did for you today, Atlanta Black Chamber is focused on the finances of FIFA and World Cup wealth. And so we just brought ideas to you about that. But FIFA, World Cup is all about the fans and their children and the families that are coming here. So that's more of that Centennial Olympic Park Fan Fest situation. But there are, they're called pitches, what we would call like a soccer field. They're called pitches in international football. And so they're building pitches for children because, truth be told, the nugget that you really need to know is they ain't worried about us, they worried about the future. They want people to grow up in soccer. So they're building 400 pitches around the country. We just built a $50 million training research facility in Fayetteville, Georgia. 50 million, Arthur Blanks, and people, every soccer team will play or do their training at that facility in Fayetteville. So that's going to be an opportunity, but it really is about the children and the families. So thank you for asking that.